Hey everybody, we're the Ohio guys. I'm Ansel Young, guest speaker from Chicago, and today I have with me David Matranga.
Yes.
How are you doing today, David?
I'm doing well. It's great to be in Anime Boston. It's my first time in Boston and first time at this convention, and I'm digging it. It's nice.
So, what is it like working in industry today?
It's more fast paced than it used to be. I love the doing this kind of work because as some of the fans know, I do a lot of stage work. I do some on camera work, and in those things you're limited by your type, the type of your appearance, what you look like, how you the essence that you give off. In animation or any type of cartoon work, you can. There's just a lot of flexibility. You can play things that you'd never get to play. So, it's great working in the industry. Business-wise, it's a little faster. There's much more demand. Since things have moved to online so much more than they were when I started. It's pretty fast-paced. So, but it's great. I enjoy it.
So, what is the favorite anime you've worked on, if you had to pick one?
It's so hard for me to pick. Sayuki was a special, just a great experience. The group of people that we had on that. I would say that because that's one of my, it's so much older, and that's probably my favorite. But I have to mention Appleseed and Clannad as well. Those are characters that I just felt really attached to. So I have to say those for sure. Yeah.
Speaking of shows you've worked on, what was it like working on Angel Beats?
It's hard to answer that kind of a question, I guess. I mean, Angel Beats is such a, there's so many kind of life lessons in that, and the idea of being in a place where you have to let go of attachments and the things that we get attached to in life. But it was great. I mean, that's a great cast. It's a great storyline, and that's what you want as an actor is, to be surrounded by a great group of collaborators, writers, directors, other actors, and then to be working on a story that means something. And from as far as the fans, as far as I can tell, the fans really dug that. So it was a good experience around.
Now, if you could be any of the characters you've played in real life, who would it be? And feel free to mix and match some of their characteristics.
Oh man, I would. I'd probably want to be Briarios. He's. There's a loyalty. There's an honor. There's the strength, the combat ability. Yet he's got a sensitivity to him that is masked by being a cyborg, by the gear that he wears. There's sort of a Darth Vader thing to it, that you had this man who was only alive because he was in this suit, and he's conflicted about that. But yeah, I would say Briarios probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything coming out that you can talk about, or anything that's recently been announced or released that you'd like to plug?
The Appleseed 13, the series, is coming out. Funimation is actually doing some previewing of that here. And like I just said, that character was, kind of close to my heart. It was something that I really connected with. And getting to work with that group of people, the producers and directors. So that's coming out. That's really the only thing I can say, because that's already been released trailer-wise. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what was it like working on Super Milk Chan, considering that you were also on camera and also just voicing a cartoon character?
Yeah, Super Milk Chan was fun because that was the first time that I was allowed to do something outside of my normal stuff. I mean, I played Robo Dog and the Baby Ant, and nobody had ever cast me and stuff like that before. It was mostly, more legit, straight characters. Either my similar voice, maybe a little deeper, a little higher. But this was the first time I got to do any kind of crazy character stuff, cartoonish type stuff. So that was awesome. And then the live action stuff that we did, we really liked it. It got mixed reviews, I think, but Stephen Foster is really talented, and he wrote and directed those live action things, and they were shot in sort of a sitcom way, single camera comedy, and all those people. It was interesting to combine voice acting and then live action stuff, and we were playing ourselves, so it wasn't as much acting as, but yeah, it was a great experience. It was the first time I got to do something different.
Now, lastly, do you have any fan pages on Facebook or Twitter or any other social media networks?
I do have a Facebook fan page that I would love for everyone to go and like. I'm also my website will be up probably in the next 6 months or so. And I'll post that on the Facebook page, which will lead people to that, and that'll have all kinds of different stuff on it. So yeah.
Well, that's everything for now, you guys. We'll see you next time. We're at Anime Boston. I'm Ansel Young.
David
This is
Matranga.
David Matranga, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks.